Now, did you grow up in a two-parent household by any chance?
Nah, my mom was single.
Do you know the reason for the split between your parents?
Shit, I ain't never really know my dad. That nigga, he left before my mom even, hit the hospital.
Were they ever married, technically speaking?
Hell no. Uh-uh.
And what was that like coping with the split of your parents, growing up with a single mother?
I mean, I really never knew the nigga, so I never really like tripped like that. You know what I mean? I always been like my, you know what I mean? My dude, she always raised me like she was pops too. You feel me? Like she always, my mom from Compton. You feel me? So she been on some sturdy parent shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it never was no, that like I never had a need for like wanting that. You feel me? Until I got like real older, like just wanting to know what a nigga look like and shit like that, like what my traits would be and shit like that. But growing up, I ain't never really like needed for that. You know what I mean?
You saw pictures of your father?
Nah, I never seen him, bro. I don't know what he look like, nothing.
No communication with them whatsoever.
I know he a vet. I know he an army vet. My mom, it's crazy. My mom really just talked to the nigga like 2 months ago, but he a vet. He throw it off. You feel me? He ain't. He feel like if he talk to me, it's gonna be some crazy shit. So I don't really interact with him like that.
And was there ever another male figure in your life at all, or mom just played that male role in a
Shit.
sense as well
Uh,
as you described,
my,
playing pops?
yeah, my mom's dad, and I had an uncle, but he had got sent to jail when I was like 21, 22. He was a real big influence on me, but he locked up in Japan right now.
Is your grandfather still in your life today?
For sure. Yeah.
Now, for some people, dealing with a split of one's parents can be a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Mentally or emotionally, has this been something you sought any professional help over?
Nah, not necessarily. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like people should start seeking out professional help about like, situations that they deal with, but I never did. I never really cried about it or like, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like it was some typical story in America. Like, I never wanted to be them dudes, be like, oh, my dad, I don't have my dad around. I just never wanted to be that guy type shit, you know what I'm saying? If it's anything my mama taught me is kidding nigga with kindness, you feel me? Keep a smile on your face. You don't want them never knowing what your real intent is, your real true heart, you know what I'm saying?
Be that as it may, do you want it?
Well, my relationship with my dad?
No, professional,
Oh,
the help of
professional
a
help.
professional,
Oh,
just
nah.
dealing with this experience of your upbringing.
Nah, I use the money and the drug to cope. Money and the weed, not drugs, just weed, man.
Do you need it?
Do I need the money and the weed?
Professional help.
Oh, professional help, professional help. Nah, I don't need it. Nah. I mean, I don't feel like I need it. I mean, but at the same time, I don't feel like anybody feels like they need it per se. Like, I feel like they could use it type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could aid them. It's a public service. It's a public service, right? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know
It's a
personally.
service that you can use that, you know what I mean? It's just like a massage, and everybody needs a massage, but you could use a massage. Let it make you feel better. You go about your day better for sure.
Now, you may have answered this next question with your previous answers, but still asking you anyways, just in case you felt like you haven't. What did that teach you? What did you learn from that experience of the single parent?
Uh, I got how to be strong. You know what I mean? Like to be not dependent. You know what I mean? Learn how to be independent. Learn how to. She always instilled in me just to work in how to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? She always instilled leadership in me, type shit. You know what I mean? Cause she leading the household, so I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I was taught how to be. She was raising me to be a king. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I had seen both, I might have been raised to be a prince. You feel what I'm saying? Versus being a king. I I would be no disrespect to people that have their parents neither way. I'm not, but people you might end up being spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Versus like having a real like nobody really wants the prince to be king. Like you know what I mean? You want some big warrior, strong. You know what I mean? To come be the king for he gonna rule it better. You know what I mean? Like the prince may not. Uh, he might act on some acts just because his like a dude might be a prince and be spoiled and make certain what's the word, rulings out of spite. You know what I mean? Like, a dude might cut off a nigga head just because their dad said they couldn't be their friend type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some lame shit.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone,
For sure.
but generally speaking, let's say somebody's watching this interview and they're dealing with they're dealing with the split of their own parents.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you would say to them?
Stay strong. You know what I'm saying? My auntie used to tell me that you ain't gotta please nobody in this world but yourself, your wife, and your kids. So what your mom and your dad got going on, it's not you. You feel what I'm saying?
Anything else on this topic of a split?
Go get the money. Fall in love with the money.
Anything else on this topic? And when you mention your aunt, presuming here on your mother's side, even though you had no communication, I believe you mentioned, with your father, you don't even know what he looks like. But did you have any communication with other family members on your father's side, perhaps?
I did. My grandmother on that side, she sent me a card on Halloween when I was like 3 years old. My mom showed it to me when I was in like 7th grade. I always thought that was sweet. She died though back a couple years ago. That's the only person that ever tried to reach out to me.
Ever saw what she looked like?
Nah, I never saw what she looked like.
And even though you haven't seen pictures of your grandmother or your own father, does that bother you at all?
I mean, just a little bit on some like, what I want to know what I look like eventually type shit. But a lot of people say I look like my mom, so shit. If I look like my mom, then I really ain't concerned with, you know.